So women in private equity and female general partners, if you will, are smaller in number, obviously. We're the minority in this industry. And I struggle a little bit with knowing exactly what can be done. I think it's an individual choice. It's obviously a career path that you need to make some sacrifices for. It's a big investment in time, in travel, and it is also a role that is best learned through mentoring. It's not something that you come out of school with the exact toolkit on how to progress your way to private equity partnership. I do think there's a little bit of maybe mystery around it, like people not entirely understanding what the role is, and the role obviously is very different across private equity funds depending on how they build themselves. Are they a functional group? Are they, like us, a jack-of-all-trades group? We do our own deal sourcing, we do our own negotiating, we do our own capital raising. Once we've closed an investment, we then sit on that board, manage the investment, manage it against its operating and its value add plan. So all of that is best learned in a small environment where you have somebody or role model that you're learning from. We did just close out on our third fund, Blue Point Capital Partners 3. We feel very grateful. We were oversubscribed and closed at our hard cap of $425 million. That being said, the fundraising environment is very, very challenging. The cycle itself is much longer, and compared even to 5 years ago, go back 10 years ago, the concept of having a blind fund that isn't characterized at all, that an LP is really just buying into your strategy without having any initial investments in that fund, I think those days are gone. LPs take very long looks, have numbers of multiple meetings, really want to meet entire teams, and really want to understand the strategy, which I think is really a natural extension of the maturation of the private equity industry. As we fundraise and as our LPs talk to us, they are very focused on communicating their co-investment program. And some LPs take what I call a hands-off approach, that I underwrote the GP, I'm trusting them to deploy capital, and I'll evaluate the co-investment opportunity, but I don't want to take a hands-on approach after that. Some co-investment programs are more active. They want a board seat, they want to be part of the decision-making for that investment, and both work, honestly. Flexibility is key in the lower middle market, and allowing companies to have that room to execute and growth is critical. So while the leverage markets certainly are driving up value expectations, we're trying to stay very disciplined, focused on real places where we can add value, either through our office in Asia, through our operating partners, through our knowledge of an industry or a segment, but really trying to be disciplined and avoid that trap of over-leveraging businesses. We really took the perspective that the lower middle market, given dynamics, was also going to be global and had reason to be global, and first movers in Asian markets could have an advantage. And so we made an investment back in 2004 to open that office in Shanghai. Today, fast forward, 10 years later, that office is mature, it has paid for itself, and it really is a distinction in value for us. Our model isn't about shutting down businesses in the US and moving them to Asia. I feel like that played out a long time ago. Our model is about improving supply chain, so helping them source more smartly from Asia if that's an opportunity. And then it's also about market access, so allowing them to sell into the Asian markets, sometimes through a greenfield operation in Asia, sometimes just in a sales and marketing and development role in Asia.